Antonio, you have a difficult task now because you've heard Jacques Seguela was here a bit before and said, I hate banks, or at least he said it in the room over there. And he said, I hate bankers. So I was a bit stressed that he would still be around here. I think he disappeared for a while, so that's good. But Antonio Horta-Osorio, you're very much welcome on stage now. Thank you very much for your presence. Antonio is also one of the 50 INSEAD alumni who changed the world. So thank you for being here tonight.
Thank you.
You are the CEO of the Lloyds banking group, which is the largest bank in the UK, I believe.
Yeah.
And you are also, I don't know why, you sit on the governing body of the London Business School, yes. Which for INSEAD is a bit striking. So thank you very much for being here tonight. Thank you.
Thank you, Jean-Marc. Bonsoir, mesdames et messieurs. Je suis ravi d'être avec vous ce soir. Et comme je suis INSEAD portugais et je travaille à Londres, je vais vous demander permission de vous adresser en anglais. I have very fond memories of INSEAD and have kept in touch with the school as much as possible since I finished my MBA in 1991. So it is now 22 years since I completed my MBA, an outstanding personal and professional experience that has helped me throughout my working life. Above all, it gave me the opportunity to engage with and learn from my international classmates, something I have been able to draw on in my banking career, which has taken me from Europe to North America, the UK, Portugal, South America, and now back to the UK since 2006. I knew, even from the age of 19, that I wanted to be a banker. Nowadays, it is very hard to imagine many teenagers would be quite so intent on embarking on a career in banking. But despite all of the turmoil that the banking industry has been through, and at times contributed to and exacerbated, I'm still proud to call myself a banker. Why? Because as a retail and a commercial banker, I see the significant contribution that banks can make to people's lives every day. Whether it be helping families to save for and then buy their first home, or building long-term relationships with clients, whether they be large companies like many of those represented in the room today, or small and medium-sized enterprises, helping their businesses to grow and thrive and meet their financial needs, or facilitating investment in major infrastructure projects contributing to sustainable economic growth. Banks can make a difference to people's lives and ultimately help make the world a better place. Having heard me say that, given what we have witnessed in recent years, you might think that I am an optimist. Perhaps even a radical optimist, to follow the theme of today's event. Well, Winston Churchill once said, et je suis ravi que tu as choisi la même phrase, Jean-Marc, the pessimists see difficulty in every opportunity. The optimist sees the opportunity in every difficulty. The challenge we face as an industry is certainly daunting. Time and again, the industry has failed to live up to the standards we expect and need from such a key part of the economy. My experience during this period has been in the UK, but many of the failings of the industry could equally be identified in banks elsewhere in Europe and further afield. I attribute the industry's predicament to banks losing sight of their core values and becoming complacent about risk, running unsustainable business models and extending credit without due thought. They lost their focus on customers, offering increasingly complex and opaque products, and some became bloated and grew their cost bases, so they had to chase revenues to outpace cost growth. And this all happened in a context where core banking practices were progressively relaxed and subordinated to short-term financial gains. Clearly, we have a lot of work to do in order to re-establish our place at the heart of the economy. I firmly believe that the banking industry can, once again, provide a positive influence on society, one that develops and sustains a virtuous circle of growth, job creation, and wealth generation. To achieve this goal, we must first restore the public's trust in our industry. Trust is critical. In its absence, banks do not function effectively, undermining the vital role they play in the economy. The banking industry must therefore change, and the example needs to come from the top. It means having leaders with the highest integrity and values, who think and act for the long term. Incentives need to be linked to the long-term performance of the bank, capable of being clawed back where decisions turn out to have damaged the bank's performance or adversely affected customers. This will ensure that the interests of management and shareholders and society are aligned. Strategy and culture are also key. If you have a strategy that is not focused on customers, then you cannot have a customer-focused culture. Underpinning the strategy, there needs to be a complementary set of values and a culture that permeates throughout the organization, reinforcing the standards we expect. An absolute focus on your customers, meritocracy in managing your business, and always lead by example. These are my values, and they are the values I have asked my colleagues to embrace at Lloyds. At Lloyds, we are now 2 years into implementing our new strategy that we put in place soon after I became Chief Executive in March 2011. The strategy is already delivering results. We have significantly strengthened the bank's balance sheet, substantially reducing risk. And we have streamlined our international presence, reducing the number of countries we operate in globally, as we seek to become a UK-focused retail and commercial bank. We are developing simpler, more transparent products and services, all designed with the customer in mind. And we are making it easier and more convenient for customers to do business with us. We have made substantial progress in delivering our strategy. We are now profitable. We are supporting the UK economy, and the process of returning the group to private ownership has begun, a major milestone in our transformation journey. But back to the industry, it will take practical deeds, not words, over a sustained period of time to rebuild trust in banking. As you know, reputations take years to build, but can be destroyed overnight. Our challenge as an industry is to restore trust such as that we get to the point where we can develop a sense of mutually beneficial partnership with customers, businesses, and society as a whole. Of course, there is a role too for strong but constructive regulation. This is very much in the industries of the industry. Banks need clear and sensible boundaries in which to operate. They must be capable of failing in a way that protects customers' deposits and does not require taxpayer assistance, as in any other industry. That means striking the right balance between enhancing financial stability and not going too far to the extent that innovation and competition are hindered and credit is not properly extended to the economy. Only then will banks be in a position to play their full role in society and make a positive impact on people's lives, contributing to much-needed economic growth. I am confident we can achieve this. As I said, I am an optimist. And I believe it is always better to be the optimist, who may be sometimes wrong, rather than the pessimist, as Churchill said. Thank you very much for listening.